If you were a Nintendo 64 kid, or a teenager, or even an adult, no matter how many times you see this, words can't really describe the feelings you have right now. Hey y'all, it's Jag, welcome back to the arcade. Today we're gonna start a brand new series for the channel and our first series in our 35 years of Zelda celebration. Let's play not just another game, The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, the first 3D Zelda ever made, and a game that would define what an entire generation of fans would expect from the franchise up to this day. And probably a top contender for one of the best games of all time. Let's get started. Alright, as is mildly tradition and explicitly tradition, I'm gonna be naming our main character Link. And this is going to be interesting because I don't like the Wii U joypad or the Pro Controller, but hooking up the Wii U is a lot easier than hooking up my Nintendo 64, even though I have a whole history with this thing and I hate it. But yeah, we're going to be playing it on the Wii U. Let's get started. In the vast, deep forest of Hyrule, long have I served as the guardian spirit. I am known as the Deku Tree. The children of the forest, the Kokiri, live here with me. Each Kokiri has his or her own guardian fairy. However, there is one boy who does not have a fairy. Navi, Navi, where art thou? Come hither. Oh, Navi the fairy, listen to my words, the words of the Deku Tree. Dost thou sense it? The climate of evil descending upon this realm. Malevolent forces even now are mustering to attack our land of Hyrule. For so long, the Kokiri Forest, the source of life, has stood as a barrier deterring outsiders and maintaining the order of the world. But before this tremendous evil power, even my power is as nothing. It seems the time has come for the boy without a fairy to begin his journey. The youth whose destiny it is to lead Hyrule to the path of justice and truth. Navi, go now, find our young friend and guide him to me. I do not have much time left. Fly, Navi, fly. The fate of the forest, nay, the world, depends upon thee. Hello, Link. Wake up! The Great Deku Tree wants to talk to you. Link, get up! Hey, come on! Can Hyrule's destiny really depend on such a lazy boy? Of course, This isn't the first game where we were introduced to Link while he was asleep, but it is the game that kind of made it a tradition. You finally woke up. I'm Navi the Fairy. The Great Deku Tree asked me to be your partner from now on. Nice to meet you. The Great Deku Tree has summoned you, so let's get going right now. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and nip this in the bud. Some people pronounce it Navi, some people pronounce it Navy. It depends on if you think that she was named after her color, navy blue, or if you think it's short for navigation. I think it's short for navigation, so I'm gonna call her Navi. Thank you. Alright, let's go. Kokiri Forest. Yahoo! Hi, Link! Down all the way. Hello. Wow, a fairy! Finally, a fairy came to you, Link. Wow, that's great news. I'm so happy for you. Now you're a true Kokiri, Link. Is that right? The Great Deku Tree has summoned you? It's quite an honor to talk to the Great Deku Tree. I'll wait for you here. Get going. Go see the Great Deku Tree. This is Saraya, or Saria. Never been sure on that pronunciation. She is basically the only Kokiri who actually likes you. But yes, this is gonna be where we spend the first part of the game. This entire area is kind of a big tutorial. This will teach you about the different actions and everything you can do in the game, and your first goal is gonna be to make money. A by the stone, pick it up. A by the stone, pick it up. Mean old Mido, he made me pick up the rocks in front of his house. Oh, what do you want?
Listen.
The Great Deku Tree has summoned you. Please come with me. Well, we can't really go. Okay, you know what? Fine, I'll prove this to you. Let's go see the Great Deku Tree right now. Dum-de-dum-de-dum, I'm on an important mission, and nobody and nothing's gonna get in my way except this guy. Hey you, Mr. No Fairy! What's your business with the Great Deku Tree? Without a fairy, you're not even a real man. What? You got a fairy? Say what? The Great Deku Tree actually summoned you? What? Why would he summon you and not the Great Mido? This isn't funny. I don't believe it. You aren't even fully equipped yet. How do you think you're going to help the Great Deku Tree without both a sword and shield ready? Well, you're right. I don't have my equipment ready, but if you want to pass through here, you should at least equip a sword and shield. Sheesh! Okay, so this is what the tutorial is basically all about. It's going to teach you how to swim, it's going to teach you the jump mechanics, it's going to teach you how to pick up and throw stones. I would like it to teach me how to move the camera. There we go, at least I can center it. And it's all about getting a sword and shield, so you know what, let's go to the store. Kokiri Shop, we have original forest goods. I bet I can get at least a sword or shield here. But first, hi Link, look this way. Look over here with Zed and talk to me with A. As I said, it's an entire tutorial. Yes, that's how you use a fairy. It's so great that you finally have a fairy partner. I'll teach you how to talk to people using your fairy. When a fairy flies near a person or thing, press Z to look in that direction. If you use Z targeting, you can talk to people from a distance, like we're doing now. When you have nothing that you can target, you can press Z just to look forward. Try it. Oh, I've already done that. I'm gonna have to figure out how to move the camera with a Wii U controller, though. Alright, sir, I would like your finest weapons, please. Welcome. Alright, so let's see, we've got Deku Seeds. You can use them as bullets for your slingshot. You can't buy them unless you have a slingshot. You need a bow to shoot them. You can't buy them unless you have a bow. Recovery Heart, more arrows. The Deku Nuts, 5 pieces, 15 rupees. Throw them to stun your enemies. You can carry only a limited amount of them. The Deku Stick, a long branch gathered from the Great Deku Tree. You can use it as a weapon, but it will break. This is not actually a sword, so it will not help us. However, there is the Deku Shield for 40 rupees. Once equipped, you can defend yourself with R. If set on fire, it will burn. Okay, so, as I said, our first goal in this tutorial is to gather money. And I think we should be able to get, let's see here, at least 5, oops, that's the wrong button. At least 5 rupees jumping across here. 5 rupees going the other way. Have I mentioned that I hate the Wii U joypad, or Pro Controller actually is what I'm using. Here, how about like this? No? I'm pretty sure you can get rupees this way. Apparently not. No rupees for us. Alright, well, in that case, let's go pick up some rocks. We'll help this guy out. He can give us some money for it. Throw the stones. If you throw stones or pots, a lot of the time, you will find rupees in them. Not so much in this case, because it really wants to teach you how to throw items, so there isn't too much money in these. But usually, there's a pretty good chance of getting some cash. I mean, we got 2 rupees, which isn't too shabby, but it is certainly not 40, which we really need. Alright, I threw all your rocks. You gonna pay me for this? Nope, you're not. Alright, well, there might be some money behind this house. It has been there we go, 5 rupees. It has been a while. It has been a hot minute since I've played Ocarina of Time. As much as I like this game, I haven't played this again in years. So it's gonna take me a little while to remember where everything is. One very important thing is in here. I want to go ahead and get what's in here right away, because this will also help us make money. I would like to pick this rock, please. These apparently are the only 2 rocks that you cannot pick up. Hole of Zed, let's go through the small hole. Stand in front of the hole and push the control stick towards it. When the action icon shows enter, press A to crawl into the hole. Pay attention to what the action icon says. Alright. So the action icon is the A button. It's context sensitive. Pretty much almost all of your actions, besides fighting, are going to be done with the A button. Inside the small hole is a rolling boulder. You can hear it from here, but also 5 rupees! Already up to 13, so that's a good start. Alright, this is kind of a neat little micro dungeon. Come through here and follow the boulder around, and up here, and you'll get one of the items that we need. You got the Kokiri sword. On the equipment subscreen, select it with the cursor and equip it with A. This is a hidden treasure of the Kokiri, but you can borrow it for a while. Be sure to practice with it before you really fight. Alright, so we actually have a weapon. Turn around here. This is your equipment screen. Press A on it, and this is now going to be your weapon. You're always going to be holding a weapon for the rest of the game. We have basically seen about the only instance I can think of where Link is not armed. You can't deselect. No, I don't want to save. Not yet. You can't deselect your weapon once it's equipped. You can only change weapons and equipment. Alright. I thought there'd be another rupee here. Of course, now we can cut the grass. So I'll wait for the boulder to come back around. Follow it all the way around this time. If you get hit, you take like a quarter heart damage. It's not real threatening, but we only have 3 hearts, so I'd rather not get hit. So now that we have a sword and we can cut grass, we're going to be earning a lot more money. Because up to this point, all we could do is throw rocks and boulders. Or rocks and pots, not boulders. Wish we could throw boulders, that'd be nice. Oh, what do you want? Hey, let's work on some moves. To jump sideways while Z targeting, press the A as you move right or left. To do a backflip while Z targeting, press A as you move backwards. To do a roll attack while Z targeting, press A as you move forward. While you roll, you can avoid damage. If you have your sword ready while Z targeting, you can do a jump attack by pressing A. A jump attack does double damage. You can use Z targeting on the stone next to me, so let's practice. Alright. Let's roll, backflip, jump, jump, pull out my sword, jump attack! And then we don't get anything for that. But it's nice to practice the moves. We're gonna be using Z targeting a lot. In fact, since this was the first 3D Zelda, and the first time that the camera wasn't fixed, the Zelda series up to this point always have fixed cameras, Z targeting was very much a godsend. Z targeting really was probably one of the top innovations of this game when they made the transition to 3D. In fact, I can't think of a 3D Zelda that does not have some form of Z targeting. I'm gonna take your pot and smash it on the wall and take your life savings of 1 rupee. I can teach you about the icons at the top of the screen. About the yellow icons, about the blue icon. Sure, the yellow icons. The 3 yellow icons in the upper right are called C icons. They display the things you can use with the C left, right, and down buttons. Once you get a C button item, go into the select item subscreen and set it to one of the 3 C buttons. It's gonna be interesting since we're using a control stick to cover the C items. I can't imagine that's gonna go well, but here we are. What about the blue icon? The blue icon at the top of the screen is called the action icon. This action icon just shows you what action you will perform when you press A. Stop in many spots to see the different things you can do. Alright, thank you, sir. I usually don't come in this house. These are kind of the tutorial brothers, I think. In fact, I think that's actually their name. I'll have to look at their sign, it's outside. If you want to learn about the map and items, just ask me, but don't ask unless you want to hear a long explanation. What do you want to know about? About the map, about the items? Don't ask. How long is long? There's a map displayed at the bottom right of the screen. The yellow arrow shows your current position and direction you are facing. The red mark shows where you entered the area from. You can turn the map display on and off with the L. If you want to see the name of a place, press start. You'll get into the subscreens. Select the map subscreen. On the map subscreen, you can see a map of Hyrule. Did you get all that? Yes, although that was pretty long. I've never talked to these guys. Alright, what about items? Kinda curious. I'm not in a real hurry to go through this game. I want to look at as much as possible. Alright, about items. There are 3 kinds of items: equipment items, C-button items, and quest items. Equipment items are things like the sword, shield, and clothes that are effective when you equip them. C-button items can be set to the C buttons and used by pressing those buttons. Quest items are things you collect during your adventure. You just carry them around. If you want to change equipment or just check on your inventory, press start. You will get into the subscreens. Switch to one of the 4 different subscreens with Z or R and change or check items as you please. Take a look around. When you decide to equip an equipment item, press A. For C-button items, press the C buttons. That was a pretty long explanation. Did you understand everything? Yes, dear God, yes. Alright, what are you talking about? Do you want to know how to use the C up button? Sure. If you press C up, you can change your view. In a place like this, it will switch to a top-down view. Outdoors in a field, for example, it will switch to a first-person view. Also, when Navi is displayed in the upper right of your screen, Navi the fairy wants to talk to you. Use C up to listen to her. Alright, so there you go, that's C up inside. And C up outside. Clearly we can't do it right away. But we are allowed. Oops. I may have to change which button is Z. House of the Know-It-All Brothers, that's what they're called. Alright. I wanted to say, like, R and L, I thought, shifted the camera. I'm just gonna have to kind of get used to putting it behind me, I guess. You look very intent. Oh, a fairy finally came to you. Now you have a lot to learn. The best place to go learn some new skills is in the Forest Training Center. It's on the hill just above here. That's where we got the sword. We're already way ahead of you. Alright, speaking of swords and cutting grass, that is a good way to earn some money, so let's go cut this grass over here. And pick up the stone. Also, if you don't have Navi out, if she goes into her passive state in your hat, just like that, you stand still, you press A, she'll come back out. I don't even think you have to stand still, but that's how you can pull her back out. That meaning Mido made me cut the grass at Saraya's house. Mido told Saraya he would do it so she would like him, but I'm the one doing all the work. You and Saraya are close friends, so will you help me cut the grass? I'll let you keep anything that you find while cutting it. Alright, but there wasn't anything in it. And I can't cut this grass. Probably kill him if he, you know, didn't have NPC powers. Let's go see what's in Saraya's house. She has hearts everywhere. This will come in handy later. Not right now, because we're full health, clearly. But later on, we'll want to take advantage of this. I believe this is Midos House? No, the House of Twins. Oh right, Midos got the rocks in front of it. Oh, hello. My sister took some rupees and went shopping at the store that has a red roof. Teehee. Speaking of rupees, a green one is worth 1, a blue one is worth 5, and a red one is worth 20. We won't be seeing a red one for a while, I don't believe. I think that the highest we get in this area is 5. So we're up to 32. And a blue, there we go, 33. Can I get it? Alright, got it without the transition. That was almost bad. Almost lost a whole rupee that way. I believe there is some rupees in Mido's house I can go get. I believe there's at least 5 inside? Oh yeah, he's got treasure. What's in here? There's 5. There's 1. This is like the town treasury. This is where we keep our taxes. There's a heart. I need 1 more rupee. Come on, just 1 more. 5 is a good start. Or a good finish. Alright, so now we have enough to get the shield, but before I do that, I kind of want to go up here. Let's go check this area out. We start all the way over here. Because there is a blue rupee. We're going all the way up, and I believe there's still someone to talk to that we haven't. And I'm gonna keep doing that. One thing I'll say about the Nintendo 64 stick, it was a lot more nice and stiff than the Wii U stick. Wii U stick, like a lot of people might. No, don't jump off now that we come this far. There we go. You came all the way up here? You're a real man. Look, isn't this view pretty? Change your viewpoint with up so you can look around the forest with your stick. I just came up here for this and to talk to you. Alright, you know what, let's look around. It is a pretty nice place. when my dad first saw this, you know, my dad basically is from the Atari era. He's like, oh my god, this is like playing a movie. I mean, obviously he's seen more high-def games since then, but this was really impressive for its time. This is still a pretty game. It may be low res in textures, but it's still beautifully put together. Alright, I would like your finest Deku shield, please. You got a Deku shield. Switch to the equipment subscreen and select the shield. Press A to equip it. Press R to crouch and defend. If you press R while Z targeting, you can move while defending. No, I don't want to buy anything else. In fact, I'd recommend you don't buy anything else. You'll find the rest of this stuff pretty much lying around when you kill enemies, and we won't need arrows for a long time. So, the shield's the only thing you really should buy at the shop. Pretty much ever. Alright, let's go ahead and equip our new shield. There we go. No, I don't want to save yet. Now when we whip it out, check this out. We look amazing! We look super badass. And with that, we're gonna call it an episode here. Next time, it's finally time to head to the Deku Tree now that we're properly equipped. And I'll see you then. Thanks so much for coming out and joining me today. As always, I appreciate it. If you enjoyed what you saw, let me know. Give me a like, leave me comments. Remember to subscribe. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.